All right, so 2022 is here. And last year I picked up quite a few fragrances, whether they were new releases or just fragrances that have been on my radar and I finally got a chance to pick them up. Either way, I'm gonna be sharing 5 fragrances today that I'm gonna be wearing a lot of in 2022. Let's talk about them. Before I hop into the list, if you guys are interested in fragrance related content just like this, maybe you're new to the channel or maybe you're not new to the channel, but you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. It goes a long way in helping out the channel. And also don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications for all of my future uploads. I quickly want to mention that these 5 fragrances are in no particular order. I'm not rating them from my least favorite to my favorite. I just wanted to bring you guys 5 fragrances that I am excited about wearing in the next year. All right, so starting off the list is a fragrance that came out in 2021 and was pretty dang hyped when it came out. This is Dior Sauvage Elixir. This fragrance is obviously a follow-up and flanker to the Sauvage line, but this took a very dark twist. It added lots of spices and amber and gave a nice Middle Eastern feel to this fragrance. I personally really love it. It's super beast mode on my skin. It seems to get a lot of compliments, which is actually quite a surprise because it's a bit more challenging than some of the other iterations of Sauvage. But either way, I'm excited to wear it this coming year. I think it really fits in perfectly in the springtime and then also in the fall. So when the weather's not too hot or not too cold, I think this is where this fragrance comes into play and fits really nicely. So I'm excited to get a lot of wearings out of it in 2022. Up next on the list, we have a fragrance from a company that I am a massive fan of, and you'll know that if you've been following this channel for any length of time. But I am talking about Elysium Parfum Cologne by Roja Parfums. This fragrance is absolutely incredible. It took me a while to pick this up. I just grabbed it a couple of weeks ago. I thought that I had fragrances in my collection that were very similar to this, and honestly, I was kind of wrong. I smelled this when it first came out, and I did like it, but I had other fragrances that were kind of fresh and musky, and I just thought kind of did the job good enough to where it didn't justify me paying, you know, $300 to get this bottle, and I was just wrong about that. I love this fragrance. It definitely separates itself. Yes, it has that Aventus feel to it, but it does its own thing. It's got apple and bergamot and just an amazing display of citruses here. I am going to be wearing the heck out of this in the springtime and in the summertime. This is just an amazing warm weather fragrance that I know is gonna draw a lot of compliments, and I'm really excited to wear a ton of it in 2022. Up next on the list, we have a release that just came out in 2021 by the company Tom Ford. I am talking about Ebene Fumé. This fragrance really surprised me when it came out. I was looking for a more masculine, pretty like assertively masculine release from Tom Ford, especially in the private blend line. There was a lot of fragrances from the private blend line that just were unisex or even lean slightly feminine, and I wanted that just deep, dark, kind of mysterious scent profile that I love Tom Ford for, and I think that they delivered really well with Ebene Fumé. This fragrance has, you know, incense and Palo Santo and cade oil. It's very dark and smoky, and I really enjoyed wearing it in the fall. I've been wearing it at the beginning of this winter time, and I'm really excited to wear it all year for the colder weather in 2022. If you guys are fans of, you know, classic Tom Ford releases, highly recommend that you check out Ebene Fumé. Moving right along, we have a fragrance that was a new release in 2021 and also a new acquisition for me just in the last couple of weeks. We are talking about Sudute by Perfumology. This fragrance is awesome. I'm a huge fan of tea-based fragrances, and this has white tea accord in there. There's also green mango and lychee and cinnamon and nutmeg. So there's that nice contrasting element to the fragrance, which I always love. In the few times that I've worn this, it's incredibly long lasting. It is perfect for the, I think, anywhere from spring, summer, and fall. I don't know that I would reach for this in the super cold months just because it's not really the feel that I'm looking for in the bitter cold, but this is a very versatile fragrance, white tea based, and just an awesome release by the company Perfumology. They're based out in Philadelphia. Highly recommend that you check their fragrances out, and just the shop in general is really awesome. So I'm gonna be wearing a ton of Sudute in 2021. Really happy to have it in my collection, and it is super unique compared to everything else that I own. So yeah, cannot wait to be wearing it. Sudute by Perfumology. Last up on the list is a brand new acquisition for me. A lot of brand new acquisitions on this list. I have a feeling that's not gonna slow at all in 2022. But this is the first fragrance that I've owned from this company, and it will not be my last because I'm very impressed by what I've smelled from them so far. I'm talking about New York Intense by Fragrance Dubois. This is a really intense and assertive and masculine fragrance for the fall and winter time. There's notes of myrrh, and you've got cinnamon in here, and patchouli, and blackberry, and just a really unique and awesome scent profile from this fragrance. It's also very long lasting. I'm gonna be wearing this in a lot of different occasions. Might even make this my scent of the evening, but I'm excited to wear the heck out of it for the next year, and I highly recommend that you check it out as well. New York Intense by Fragrance Dubois. That is all from me, guys. Those are 5 fragrances that I'm gonna be wearing a lot of in 2022. I wanna hear from you now. What is your list? What are some fragrances that you're really looking forward to pulling out and wearing in the coming year? Let's get a conversation started down in the comment section, and I will see you guys soon.